making his debut this year. Well, it's just great to see him. Team is on the Clippers' habit, and they'll have it to start the fourth quarter as well. Powell coming off the screen, puts up the shot, seeing Norman Powell score, but in his last 2 ball games, just 5 of 23. Perhaps that breaks the ice.
Well, and perhaps that's the reason why the first play out of the shoot was to get Norm not a 3-point shot, but in the lane. And speaking of which, Trae Young, as good as anybody with that floater, especially getting to his right hand.
He's certainly one of the more prolific guys shooting that floater. Harden, nice pass to Chris Dunn, attacks, not there. Clint Capella, a longtime teammate of James Harden, comes away with a rebound. It's a deep 3 for Trae Young. He has limited those of late. Capella playing free safety comes away with the interception in front of the end line, if you will.
No Jalen Johnson in the lineup. I mean, a defensive menace, but also giving you 20 points a game. And he's not one of those players, too, where you just give him your work cut out, just like we do this evening.
They like to score the basketball.
Out there being a menace, Kawhi.
Beautiful possession. Powell into the paint. Cannot capitalize. Atlanta with the rebound. We bury the headline there with Jalen Johnson being out. Certainly a future all-star. This is Richase. Leonard said he's been feeling good for about now 6 weeks. And they practiced 5-on-5 with the San Diego Clippers while the Clippers were out on the road during the New Year's trip. Leonard's first shot of the season. It's a 3.
Business as usual. I mean, right there, no hesitation. But give credit to his training staff, the Clippers training staff, that they really evaluated the time that it took him to get ready.
Daniels, a seductive ball for Atlanta. And Dyson Daniels may score some points here tonight, but this is the side where he is absolutely terrifying everybody with the ball in their hands. A whistle, a bigger deal out of this than most, but he hasn't shot a lot of opportunities here. It was a few weeks ago that he shot for the first time in this building in terms of this place. There's a practice facility less than 100 yards.
Yep.
Another 3 by Richase, not there. Rebound tapped over to Harden.
Well, but even a player of Kawhi's ilk and accomplishments, I'm sure he had some butterflies coming into the game. A beautiful move that time by Zook. Kawhi, I don't care who you are. If you've been out this long, to feel the crowd, the excitement, the anticipation, the nerves are good.
Young, the floater from the foul line, but he does draw the
shot, or I have the pass, I'm going to a move.
With the return of Kawhi Leonard, 87% free throw shooter on the year. Hawks by 1. Atlanta played last night, lost at Staples Center to the Lakers. Double team for Ivica Zubac. Excellent ball movement. Powell attacks and lays it in. Second bucket for Norman Powell.
And you'll see a quick shot in transition that the defense is going to suck towards him, and now he can make plays on the weak side, and that's just opened it up for Norman Powell to attack the closeout.
Harden around Daniels. Whistle. Offensive foul goes against the Clippers.
Too long for Powell. He takes advantage of it.
Another floater by Young. This one falls short. Rebound goes to the Clippers. Dunn in attack mode on Daniels. Awkward shot from the proper angle. Clippers lead by 3.
But I like the pace right now. I do like the pace, because this is something that we've been accustomed to seeing through, 34 games now. The ball getting pushed quickly.
The Hawks like to play at pace, second fastest in the league. 15 times this year, they've had over 100 shots. They did that last night. It doesn't happen all that often, as you would think. Leonard from the baseline. And the rebound punched out by Zook. Clippers get a fresh 14.
You see how quickly Kawhi shot before the double team was able to get to him. Floated that one.
A lot of air under that one, and the rebound, or I should say the interception to Daniels. Young with the ball. Capella working inside against a
matchup, and Clint Capella was able to beat Zoo down the court. And the mismatch inside, and able to capitalize off the turnover. There's another one.
A whistle, and they're going to call. Wait to see the wall.
The more difficult it is on opponents.
Well, Kawhi Leonard played 5 minutes in that first. Oh, no, he's still out there. It's Derrick Jones Jr. is on the floor now for the Clippers. The runner by Young offline. He's missed all 3 of his floaters. And Harden and the Clippers respond the other way. Kawhi centers it to Harden. 6:25 to play here in this first quarter. Zoo makes the read.
To your actions, no rotation for the Hawks.
DeAndre Hunter is out there here for Atlanta. He is a 20-point per game scorer. Krejci for 3. Knocks it down. Pocket pass to Zoo. He makes another read. 5.5 to play in the first quarter. Clippers 7 of 11. It's a deep 3 for Young. Ricochets off the iron. Young now 1 for 5. Here comes Harden. Kawhi in the corner. It's Powell spotting up for 3. Rebound tapped off the glass by Kawhi. We might have to reset that shot clock.
In the corner for a jump shot 3.
Powell curling, catching, connecting. Norman 4.
And how about this? 8 made field goals early for the Clippers. 8 assists.
Hunter just 1 for 12 last night. In his previous 7 games, had shot 57% from the field. Trae Young picked up by Leonard, throws it right away. Harden lobs it to Derrick Jones Jr. Are you?
Oh, this is not unfamiliar, though.
Oh, the French Knight after dunk now. That's the 4th dunk in 3 minutes that we've had here for the Clippers.
Well, and that's why now the home court is so prevalent here. And finish it over the top.
Terrence Mann has checked. Harden knocks it down. It's 10-point lead for the Clippers, 24-14 on 11 of 17 shooting. Deflection, interception. Harden leads the charge. Coffee on the wing for 3. No. Halfway down, Derrick Jones Jr. repeatedly tries to tap it in, can't get it to fall.
So that's a half and half coffee?
Decaffeinated
Okay,
effort.
decaffeinated effort. Okay.
Hunter in the corner. It is short. Rebound poked around and finally retrieved by the Clippers.
Yeah, great box out that time by Terrence Mann. And welcome back to Terrence Mann, too. To be able to have him in the lineup with his versatility. And James Harden felt that one.
Clippers 11 of 20 now from the field. Hunter picked up by Terrence. Struggled to start the year, but started to pick up right as he kind of broke a finger on his left hand. Great to have him back out there. Clippers are a fully operational unit for the first time all year. Rebound. It's a nice one by Derrick Jones Jr. Clippers out in front by 10.
Yeah, it's an interesting lineup, too, at Atlanta. No playmaker really with Trae Young on the bench, and this is where you see those turnovers start to mount up a little bit more, especially with this pressure defense by the Clippers. This is move.
Talented, so hungry. They've won now 14 in a row. Beat the Knicks last night at home. You got to look away from the in-season tournament final, of course. But that doesn't even count. Well, I do. 14-0 run. The meter is still running. Lob to Derrick Jones. Loves it out in front by 15.
You couldn't ask for a better start. Kawhi back in uniform. Terrence Mann back on the court. And the energy by the Clippers in this first quarter has been incredible.
16 unanswered. Extra pass to Jones in the corner. The 3 to Atlanta.
Well, even on that miss, that's the play that you run during film session to say this is how the ball has to move.
Player that can really pressure the ball.
Yep.
It'll be that is not available for the opposition. It'll be Derrick Jones Jr. I don't want to say they're interchangeable pieces, but they're kind of interchangeable pieces, and they bring a lot to the dance.
The situational, depending, like you said, depending on who the matchup is against. And it's good to be able to have that versatility, though, you know?
Whistle foul. And let's get a quick word from second consecutive French. Rizachet's father played for the French national team 25 years ago, winning a silver medal in the Sydney Olympics. Harden. Jones alone in the corner for 3. It is short, and the rebound belongs to Hunter and the Hawks. Clippers have led by as many as 15. Matthews again, a clean look at a 3. He's hit 2. Clippers will have the ball to start the second quarter. Coffee loses his footing. 5 to shoot for Harden, double team. Finds Coffee ahead of the horn. Rebound back tap, but retrieved by Young. Atlanta looking to move. They play the second fastest pace in the league. Young and the Hawks love to shoot. Take 20 of them a game in the first 6 seconds of the shot clock. And after a 15-point lead, it is whittled down to 3. And a 2-for-1 opportunity for Atlanta. Five to shoot for Harden. Sidestep 3 on the rookie. No whistle. Matthews with a rebound. Close out the first. Coffee. And that'll
D Wade to walk. Kind of said, okay, LeBron, you can't have control. Alonzo Mourning. This is a franchise that is not tethered to just one player, no matter how great that individual is. Some can say that's good, some can say that's bad, but that's just what Miami does.
I respect it, and I respect Pat Riley as much as here. Coffee doing it again, coming off a season high for him in Oklahoma City, coming off the bench tonight in 5 minutes. He's got 6 points.
Okay. Let me give up 3 points off of that. So that's good, but as you dig deeper into this game, you don't want this defensive team by the Hawks to lock in and create opportunity.
Pauke lays it in, 9 for Powell, 34-28. Clippers out in front. Matthews tied up and twisted up by Porter. In his last 2 games, he's 4 for 6.
Or 2 where the shooting is on, because his usage rate is high, he's going to be able to break through that. And then he's going to be more surgical in his shot selection, along with the play calling from the bench. You see, got him an early shot in the paint that got his juices flowing, which I thought was great.
In his 20th game this year, he's bounced around Memphis, Phoenix, now in Atlanta. And it's 34-32. Each team in that first quarter had a 14-0 run, as again the Clippers led by as many as 15. Great ball movement. Batum in the corner. Wide right, Matthews with a rebound. Young picked up by Jones on the perimeter. Matthews and Coffee play a quick game of twister. Great recovery by Coffee. Fouled by Young. Whistle stops the clock. Porter Jr. the sees part. Misses at the rim, but what a couple of incredible finishes in Oklahoma. Not great at math.
Yeah, and I kind of like the strategy. He gets warmed up in the layup line before the game. Instead of sitting, you allow him to kind of keep that lather and start the game.
Matthews, with his previous 5 games prior to last night, averaged 13 points a contest. Deep 3 for Powell. Responds in kind. 39-35 Clippers.
Located where Matthews is at. He's had 3 open shots.
Roddy the 3. Zoo the rebound. Roddy 42% on the year. Leonard Pope whistle foul. Stops it.
Also helps to have the player Kawhi Leonard that draws all that attention too. So now you got 2 players in the third with their eye on him. That allowed Zoo to kind of pick up that loose change and finish it.
And to that point, Ty Lue thought it would benefit Norman Powell. Many were thinking that he wouldn't get as many shots as Amir Coffey knocks in another 3. Amir Coffey again, 26 the other night in Oklahoma City. Riza Shea, no. Rebound goes to Zoo. Ahead to Coffey. With Young to beat right to the rim and leaves it on the brim. And he slouches up.
James Harden just not in the playoffs.
Come on.
Regular season James Harden is definitely the WWE superstar there.
I'd trust him all season long if I were you, but I do think he'd be great. I think he'd be fabulous. The brand, the beard, it's all there.
It is. It's all there. The whole brand is there.
The Miz, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lauren, thank you.
I guess. That was a great interview until he fired a little bit right there. But, hey, he's in the entertainment business, right? That's what he does. Man, that was crucial, right? That was crucial, man.
Kevin Porter Jr. knocks it down. It's 46-35. Dyson Daniels, the runner. No! Tip slam not there by Okongwu, but the Hawks recover. 9 to shoot here in this possession. Daniels Picked up by Kawhi. Riza Shea, acrobatic shot.
It's different. The third in the league, Atlanta is in points in the paint. So they're skewed back on shooting a lot of threes and focusing a lot more on paint touches. And as a result, that's why I think they've been a lot more competitive by getting those 2-pointers instead of relying on the 3-point shot.
Zoo tries to back down on a Okongwu, misses on the lefty hook. 46-37 Clippers. Daniels flares out, shadowed by Leonard. Now steps back on the wing for three and misses everything. Presence of Kawhi Leonard, perhaps. Coffee in the corner for three. Okay, missed the 7. 12 for Amir Coffee. Young, awkward shot. It's his third make tonight. He's got 9 points and 6 assists here. Daniels hawking from behind. Clippers get a lucky break.
Sprinting the court, Brian finding those opening gaps, beating the deep. Yep.
There's not a player that he has, and he makes good out of everything.
Well, also, too, it's, here it is. Beautiful defense by Amir Coffee. That's Kevin Porter Jr. Good screen. That opponent depended, too. I mean, to be able to, look at it, to be able to have that versatility to switch the lineups is at the disposal of the Clippers coaching staff.
I'll tell you what, I didn't expect Kawhi to have much of an impact due to timing on offense. He is impacting this game defensively.
Shots, whether you're a teammate or the coach, but we haven't seen that from the Clippers thus far.
Clippers turn it over there, back the other way. Hunter, no. Rebound tapped over to Harden. Leonard, it's a transition three. That's good again. Pretty good at the game of basketball.
Well, could it be the case, too, that the way the Clippers play gives Kawhi some space and freedom?
Coffee and identity of the way they play. They're 4 games above 500. That because they know what they're doing, Kawhi is just fitting in. Let's say it's a reverse. Let's say the Clippers are down 5 games in that loss column. Maybe they feel the need to go to Kawhi Leonard. Not the case, and it's been a lot of confidence here for the Clippers. Leonard chases down the loose ball, runs over Trae Young, but loses the ball in the process.
No, I mean, that's a great point, too, because he doesn't have to press because he's been an eyewitness to how this team has played and played extremely well.
He and James Harden had dialogue about it last week, about how Kawhi doesn't want to mess up the flow. I think the way the Clippers are playing. Attacks on Hunter. No. Had a lengthy conversation with him where I asked him, how long have you been feeling good? And he said, 3 weeks. And then I got out of the elevator. But the point is, his knee has responded well, and they're making sure that it's ready to go. There were so many, we're tired of the phrase, boxes to check, but he's checked them. And traffic can't convert there in the ball.
You know, okay, I'm really ready to go. And I like that they took their time to ensure that he felt confident that way.
Love that play. Behind the back pass, floater to Zoo, 63-39 Clippers. Hunter on the wing for 3. It's good. He had Atlanta going through one of those slumps that every player does. He's 1 for 6 here tonight.
Yeah, but he's evolved his game. Came into the league out of Virginia, won a national championship as a defensive-minded player. But his offensive game has evolved since he's been in the league. And you see it with his jump shot. And speaking about evolvement, foul going one way and shooting it another, and another opportunity, throw it up.
Harden wraps it around to Derrick Jones Jr. Knocked up in 42. Jones, in 10 minutes, has 10 points, and I believe all 5 of his buckets are dunks. Young responds with it.
So that's another ball handler shooter. So with the Clippers, you take advantage of it, in particular on the defensive end where you don't have another decision maker, ball handler.
Young, pounded by Jones, able to lob it to 2 minutes to play in this second quarter. Nice. Leonard on the wing for 3. It's a hat trick in his return. Evan. Capella around. Harden will whistle it. That's like the solar eclipse. Do not look directly at that free throw. Another brick in the wall.
My man chipped some paint on that one.
Powell on the wing for three. Rebound goes to Capella. Here comes Young. 1:14 to play in the first half. 72 points already for the Clippers. Clippers have 10 dunks. 13 is the high this year. They're going to add to it. Derrick Jones Jr. with that. Right. The Clippers, you go back about 5 or 6 years ago, they were in San Antonio. As a ran out of ways to describe. And I got home and I was so disappointed. I'm like, man, you just don't have it. You're just not that guy. And then I realized it was an NBA record, and I felt much better that I had ran out of ways to describe it.
Right. The verbiage ran short a little bit.
It did.
Yeah.
Daniels scoops it up and in. Just his second basket. Does average 13 points a game. One last shot here for the Clippers, barring an offensive rebound with the Atlanta ball to close out the half. But the Clippers have their hands on the wheel. They're driving on the bright side of the road anywhere they want here in Inglewood tonight. 3 to shoot for Powell. Sidestep, tough three. Daniels with a rebound. Here comes Young. Ahead to Hunter with Harden to beat. Lays it in with 1.6 to play in the half. Powell. It'll count if it goes. Kawhi, by the way, and I like to keep track of these, a +27 when he's on the floor. Trae Young bothered from behind by Chris Dunn. And the loose ball is secured by Zoo.
And Brian Shaw is correct. The space that Kawhi, despite just coming back, creates, combine that with what James Harden.
And I thought that's not a great sign. It wasn't. And this first time we've been in.
He get a chance to play. The first game back, you're always excited. You have all this energy. Then by game 3, your body starts to catch up with you from, not playing. And then you got to break through that wall to kind of get to where you ultimately want to be.
Capella out of control and throws it. Certainly defensively. Now, I mentioned it earlier. He has not shot a lot here in Intuit Dome. Usually doing it at the practice facility. He did.
You realize how much Kawhi really does want to play.
Capella the other way, Clippers.
Because when you're on the outside looking in, it's like, well, Kawhi doesn't want to play. He just, no, that's not the case. It's just some unfortunate circumstances around the injuries, but 68 games last year.
Played it back-to-backs.
That's right.
Last time the Clippers saw the Hawks as Kawhi fires a 3. It's his first miss. Rebound goes to Atlanta. He still may lead the league percentage-wise from behind the arc. Young for 3 hits good. And Trae Young with it here in the third. The Clippers 0 for 1 from the field. The lone point here comes from Kawhi Leonard at the line. Harden drives in on Daniel.
Up to 47, so kind of rounding in
franchise history. They struggled a little bit going into the All-Star game. They never really captured that same magic, but at the end of March, it felt like everything was falling into place, and of course, Kawhi misses the rest of the year. Laying in 761 overall.
But we saw too in that second quarter, I mean the first quarter, how quickly Atlanta can get back in the games too. They were down 15, and they cut the lead down to 2. So can't play around with this team.
Dunn fakes the pass, drives in, manhandles Young, feeds to Powell. 59-61.
Zoo had so much power on that. He brought the
on 6 of 12. He's got 4 threes. He loves those logo threes. I think he takes less of them these days, but still very proficient. Kawhi around some contact. The floater is good for Kawhi. Hunter attacks the rim. Rebound tapped up, led by 15 in the first quarter, but a 14-0 run to close the frame for Atlanta brought him right back into the game. Kawhi for 3. Once a whistle, not going to get it. Young to Hunter. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touch
outside of Trae Young, making that run more consistent. As we've seen, so it'll be interesting to see how the Hawks build out their future. They tried some different things to get complementary players to go along with Trae Young.
Young at the free throw line in transition. It's done with the rebound. Kawhi Leonard played just about 3.5 minutes in the third. He played 7 minutes in the first quarter. He's got almost 20 minutes logged here as Harden fires a three. 84-66. I'm guessing Kawhi could be done for the night. I don't have any idea. Ty Lue was asked about what the minute restriction is, and he often gets amnesia when he's asked about minute restrictions.
19 minutes, but how those 19 minutes are dispersed.
Hunter for three, and Zoo with the rebound. I'd love to see the Clippers just run through the tape and not need Kawhi Leonard to come back into the game. Tough road trip coming up. Minneapolis to start, then Denver. Harden the floater. It's going 5 straight for James.
Get some stops, and now getting back to their bread and butter, executing offensively, but also just allowing James Harden to be James Harden.
Another deep three for Young. Rebound nicely tapped backwards to Chris Dunn. Ahead to Harden. Feeds in the corner. Ball fake. A seductive one by Powell, but he misses everything. And the loose ball goes to Reza Shea. He tries to drive in on Dunn. Wrapped up on the way up. Loose ball. A scrum. A mosh pit below the bucket. A whistle and a jump. It's a tap. They'll have 22 on the shot. Matthews controls. He had a few threes in that first half. Gives it back to Young. Well, he is quick. He is shifty. Gets inside to Daniels. Whistle.
That's exactly what Trae Young did on that play.
Court for the opposition. You don't play with your food in front of them. You saw the deflection numbers. The steal numbers are off the charts. He's averaging 3 steals a game. First time that has been done in almost 40 years. They call him, it's a great nickname, the Great Barrier Thief, because he is from down under. Ball knocked out of bounds.
Amazing. Now, imagine him being on Denver. Oh, tough pass by James Harden. Boston, he'll be a household name if he were in those 2 locations with winning consistently and being on national TV.
The three for Young, in and out. He was on New Orleans in the last few years. Harden settles into the 3. Rebound. Oh, nice. Krejci will bring it across. Hunted by Dunn midway through this third quarter. Clippers have led by as many as 27. Reza Shea crosses over Powell down the lane. And
issues when you're the #1 pick, everybody thinks you're going to have an impact right away. And he had to get his sea legs underneath him to understand the physicality, but also the athleticism in the league. And beautiful little, but Reza Shea he's going to be a good player. It just sometimes it takes a little bit more time for the guys that young to make the adjustment.
Matthews on the reload, misses 2 threes. By the way, James Harden, 15 assists tonight. It does help that when you pass the ball 90% of the time to somebody above the rim, you're going to get an assist.
You think.
Coffee patiently attacks, gets to the elbow, unfriendly iron, and the rebound belongs to Atlanta.
Yeah, but patience right there. He got to the spot. You know, that 15-footer right on the elbow. Play with it. And Dunn is going to take it from here.
2 of the great pickpockets in the NBA. Crossing blades there. Krejci. Whistle and a foul on the floor.
Read by James Harden.
We've been watching Kawhi Leonard. We've been paying attention to all the dunks. By the way, Ivica Zubac, 17 rebounds here tonight. Matthews mishandles.
But the energy has been there for the Clippers from jump ball.
Harden tries to sling it into Golden State. Then 3 on the road. They go right back on the road for 2 more this week. Harden finds a wide open Derrick Jones Jr. for 3, in and out. Young picked up by Batum. They go into a Okongwu being shadowed by Mann. And Terrence with a rebound. Pulls up for 3. Oh, it's
right into that one. Okongwu a little bit absent.
9 points a game, well into the 50s. It's great to have Terrence back. He does so many things for the Clippers. Cotton maybe got away with it.
Right there. It took a few. But hey, if the officials don't call, it's not a travel.
Krejci going to shadow Harden the length of the floor. Harden trying to take advantage of it. It's a step away 20-footer. Whistle foul against James Harden head-to-head. As Harden makes 1 out of 2 for Harden. Clippers have missed 3 free throws in front of the wall here in the second half.
Yeah, but the ball is not jeering, so we're not going to count it. Okay? If we don't put his opponents.
Maybe the silence is deafening. Clever pass by Harden. Batum relocates for the three. Hawks have the rebound. 2:30 to play in the third quarter. Clippers had 72 points at the turn. They are 7 of 17 here in the third. Young. Matthews into Okongwu. Great ball movement here for Atlanta. Tough pass by Young. Created. Hunter. Strong defense by Terrence Mann. Hunter unable to convert. He struggled last night, as I mentioned, going 1 for 12. He is 3 for 12 here tonight. What a pass from Harden. Soft touch by Jones, but can't get it to play. Pass that to me. 94-73. Krejci. Hunter for three. It's good. 20 and 4 a game. And shoots 45% from three on the season. And LA nightlife continues to be undefeated. I hear the Atlanta nightlife isn't all that bad either.
You know what? There's some places there that have some outstanding chicken wings if you want some.
Do they have a lemon pepper flavor?
Man, what? Man, scratch the barbecue, lemon pepper all down in the rebuilding situation. But you put them in their value. What
This Atlanta team, if I'm being very honest, Riz O'Shea has shown to be a pretty solid player. As talk about pickpockets. Coffee stumbles after a tough pass from Terrence.
unselfish play by Terrence to give it up. Even though it was a little bit in front of Coffee, so what? The intention was there. And because he was unselfish, he got something back in return.
Two-for-one opportunity. Now it belongs to the Clippers. Can they push? Harden is aware.
Doing at his feet.
He swivels his way to the rim. Oh, what a pass! Welcome back, Terrence Mann. We missed you.
Now that's the Terrence Mann attacking that the Clipper faithful that began to be drawn accustomed to.
Young sandwiched in between some defenders, knocks the ball out of his hands. Harden to beat the buzzer. Not going to count it. Derek Jones Jr. for half of those. All of his buckets. Number 20 on the year. Young, he's already played 31 minutes. This is the tail end of a back-to-back for Atlanta. Hunter for three. In the final 8 minutes, it's 98-79 Clippers. Porter Jr. doing everything he can to get around the screen from Zoom. Man on the wing for three. 12th game. Knocks down. He's down. Got 8 points for the Clippers off the bench. Been gone by here in the fourth.
Yeah, just like riding a bike. He looks.
You're one of those.
Said you ran into her. So did you apologize?
She said maybe he just needs a season reset. He had gotten off to a slow start, and you could tell it was bothering him. He'd asked questions about his offense, which has never been his game. He's never been a go-to guy that way. He does all the are always right. Tough inbound there. In Minnesota Monday, and then Denver on Wednesday. That should have been the finale. It is the finale against the Nuggets. It should have been the third and final game. But remember, Clippers had an added game against Denver due to the in-season tournament. It's a 101-83. So it turns out it's going to be a couple of big games coming up here. And the Clippers enter them seemingly, but again, 10 minutes to play here, in very good form.
Yeah, you get this if you're the Clippers too.
Let's quickly take it away. Edwards' massive game effort.
Yep.
Your Coffee knocks them both down. Clippers by 20. Young. Roddy retrieves it, goes right back to Young. Plenty of time on the clock here for Atlanta. Okongwu on the wing for three. 23% on the year. You will certainly encourage him to shoot. Coffee cradles the ball, finds a streaking Terrence Mann. As Coffee serves.
willing to give up the rock too, Brian.
This team losing the last 4 games over 500. They've been unselfish. They understand their roles. They play hard. Is a contributing factor to the Clippers shooting 53% from the field.
Well, 29 assists. My goodness.
As the case is here tonight after 34. And they have all pulled together in the same direction. I don't anticipate anything changing in that regard. But it's been a lot of fun to watch and a lot of flowers to be handed out here to the Clipper organization top to bottom. Zoo inside. Oh,
and the players to themselves, or was it just a collective like, okay, we know what we got to do? The coaching staff is going to put us in an excellent position to go out and compete and win games. We got to do our job. It was a demand, though.
Plenty of space before Kawhi Leonard rejoined the fold. So,
but I asked him about it, and he says it just makes those regular threes that much easier. He's been a wizard in the corners from 3 as well this year, and he's had a nice game here tonight following a season high in Oklahoma City. 17 for Amir. He is 3 for 5 from above the arc. Zoo, clever play inside to Terrence Mann, who later.
They work on shots that they're going to get in the game in spots and areas. So during their one-on-one sessions, when they get in the gym by themselves, they work on those shots. They know that's what they're going to get drill after drill. And they understand the offense. And when James has it compared to Kawhi to Zoo, and that's called being a professional. You know what I mean?
Coffee is blocked by Daniels. He's got Zoo to beat and thinks better of it. Plays back to Okongwu. Good ball movement here. Roddy inside. Ooh, hit hard.
All-time greats. Played in the ABA. Then got to the NBA. Waved in and said you can come in. So he played 1 year with the squad. The NBA fought him and they said, Atlanta, if he plays, we're going to fine you $25,000 a game. So he had to go back to the Squires, and that's how he eventually ended up getting to New Jersey. But Milwaukee had his draft rights. But he played 3 preseason games with the Atlanta Hawks.
That's a good story.
Yeah. I got another one for you for a minute. If you want to hear it.
I may. We have 7 minutes to burn here in a 20-point game. Norman Powell is back out there. Clippers get another turnover. Porter Jr. to the house. They also have a season-high 31 assists. And they're shooting 53% from the field. A great night here tonight on so many levels for the Clippers.
Yeah, great activity defensively. Moving with their hands. Again, it's tough through 82 games, Brian, as you know, to have the energy on the defensive end, I mean offensive end, let alone defensive end every night. But when it comes together, this is the kind of impact the Clippers can have on opposing teams.
Krejci again, this time he misses. Coffee feeling good, lets it fly. Daniels back the other way, said he's very happy to be in Atlanta after seeing all the injuries in New Orleans where he started his career. Bit of a blunder at the iron. Clippers on a power play if they hurry. Man finds Powell alone on the wing for 3. It's good.
Had an impact, not just offensively, but more importantly defensively.
Okongwu for 3. Coffee the rebound. Clippers 116-94 over Atlanta. Porter Jr. Zoo. Amir all alone for the 3. A little short on that one. And Coffee has missed his last 3 from above the arc. Dyson Daniels attack. Over the top of a swiping Terrence Mann whistle. Just venting about it.
No, I went somewhere else.
Yeah, I know. You keep working. You work 380 dates a year. We get it.
Man, that was aggressive, man.
Miller is in there now for the Clippers, indeed. Ty Lue emptying the bench, and so is Quinn Snyder. Tough trip to Los Angeles for the Hawks. They lost last tonight. Clippers just a burst of energy with Kawhi Leonard, Terrence Mann. One-night-only affair here at Intuit Dome. Dyson Daniels, beg your pardon, Reza Shea, beg your pardon, lays it up and in. 118-96. The loss will drop Atlanta back to 500. But remember, they were 10 games below 500 a year ago. Lost in the first round of the play-in tournament as the 10 seed. If you lose as a 9 or 10 seed, you're out. think things would be a little bit different in Atlanta. Remember, they went to the conference finals back in 2021. And it was interesting. The general manager said at the time, Travis Schlenk said maybe we should have blown it up and changed it. I don't think he felt confident that it was a long-term solution. He was right. They have struggled making and advancing in the postseason. I thought for sure you'd hear more trade rumors over the summer with Trae Young, but obviously they know what they're doing. I think they've got a nice core.
Well,
once young pieces really step forward.
Once it got the Murray deal was up, you know,
DeJounte Murray went from a Hawk to a Pelican.
Wading in water.
Something like that. Yeah. Krejci. Reza Shea. Kobe Brown with a rebound, gets it ahead to Miller, not looking, turnover.
Clifford and Michigan State at home. Michigan State is they're good, man. They're not great, but deep. They pound you inside, kind of old school Michigan State. Get to the free throw line, get out in transition.
I noticed you didn't want to talk to Kobe Brown before the game. You're kind of avoiding.
Wow.
Michigan State.
What are you talking about? He didn't go to Michigan State.
Where'd he go?
He didn't go to Michigan State. What are you talking about?
Where did he go to school? Missouri. Oh, I don't think you went to Michigan State the whole time. I was setting you up for that joke.
And you looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, nah, one thing I ain't the smartest.
That's the first time I've heard that one. Porter Jr. knocks it in at 127.99. 2:09. Reza Shea picked up by Kai Jones.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter.
Dominic Barlow out there. This is Roddy. Right to the rim. Blocked from behind. Whistle foul. And Roddy will go to the line for a couple.
You can tell that he's been working on that. Man, he can play. He's going to play hard. He's going to rebound. He can score the ball.
And the Clippers have had their hands on the wheel tonight, really going back to the second quarter where they put up 45 points. They scored 72 in the first half. Lots of energy here tonight from the players, from the starters, from the bench, from the fans. And a lot to celebrate with Kawhi Leonard and Terrence Mann being back in the lineup. Rebound goes to Kobe Brown. 1:20 to play in this one. 54% from the field, a season high in dunks, a season high in assists. They forced 22 turnovers. Highland for three. Bones attacks. Tries to lob it to Kai. Intercepted by Roddy. Matthews, Krejci. Barlow in the corner for three. This is everything, and the rebound goes to Kobe Brown. Ahead to Kai Jones. To the house. A lot of high percentage shots here for the Clippers tonight. 72 points in the paint.
So who says shoes don't have value, right? Layups, they either get a layup or a three-point shot, right? Here's another one.
131-102. Clippers had dropped their last two. Matthews in the corner for three. It is good.
It's kind to the Clippers with regards to coming home for one game. But the team, they matched up really well, really were able to reset their focus, dig back into their defensive habits.
Time now for play of the game, brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. It's